Everything seems to be all good. Okay, so literally have not started. I just opened the game. Got it. Thankfully, just opened straight to the menu, so I did not spoil myself on any plot stuff that can happen yet. I will say though, last night, I felt mega curious to see if actually beating the Weltall Alpha Weltall actually changes anything, or if it's a, oh, congratulations, you beat the boss, but you lose in the cutscene kind of thing. It, in fact, is a congratulations, you beat the boss and lose in the cutscene kind of thing. But thankfully, in my one attempt at beating the boss, which, not my successful attempt, because it took me like 6 attempts to actually beat the boss, because RNG hated me, and it took like a couple hours, it took me forever, but I actually got the Slayer robe, so hell yeah. I don't have to actually do the fight multiple times to get the fancy armor. Okay, well, my one attempt I actually had where I actually beat the boss with I used a bar. I was in very little damage that whole fight, but I used the bar, and basically every time his turn popped up, I was like, no, we're not going to attack, we're just going to wild smile, make sure his accuracy is like 0. It was so dumb. Because I had to do like 100,000, give or take, and I think, see, Emeraldo was doing about 2,500, and then when Faye went to system ID or system, and he was able to do like 4,000 to 6,000, so I had to do it like 9,000 at a time. It took so long. Never will I try some bullshit like that again. Anyway, let's see when the plot continues. The fleshy body of God has been recovered. The anima and animus have been obtained. All that is left of us is to change into the animus and become one with the mother persona. That is incorrect. What do you mean, Krelian? What did you just say? Again, I love how I'm pretty sure I have said this man's name different every single time it pops up in the text box. I just have no idea how to pronounce it. What are you doing, Krelian? Have you gone insane? What are you doing to the memory banks? Do not touch them. We cannot survive without them. That seems like a massive fucking... Oh my god, that seems like a massive weakness. What do you mean you're going to be like... Your plan is to be these elderly people that convert yourself into data to eventually like revive into the flesh with the power of God, but you're gonna have like a blatant easy weakness to your data form that somebody could just access your data banks easily, apparently, and possibly destroy them. What the fuck? Morons. I mean, yeah, that's the yeah, that's why they're morons. Not everything else these things have done. These fuckers have done, but oh my god. You were the only ones who could have activated the key. But now it has been activated. I no longer need you. And I am having you all erased. Which, I mean, their data. So that probably wouldn't be too difficult to do, I would assume. How dare you? Seems like again, massive oversight in their plan. To even have this be an this is basically the equivalent of a self-destruct button being like right next to the start button on your machine. It's poor planning. The only obstacle that kept me from my goal was Cain. And he was the one who had total control of the people, and thus my greatest nemesis. The only person who could terminate Cain was Cain himself. That is why I created a copy of Cain. Ramses acted exactly as I predicted in killing Cain. Now there is no one else who can stop me. And I'm not interested in your power or authority. Do you really think you are acting on your own free will? You are all just parts of the system, created only as a weapon of an invasion and oppression. You're just a terminal interface of weapons. We can become God, and you're God? Who said you'd be God? What impertinence. We are humans. We were created to be the terminal interface of God. And all this religious stock would hit so much harder if I actually read the Bible and was religious. But I do. I have been following it, this story, so it's good enough. It is the same for the humans who. It is the same for you who were once humans. Man cannot become God. We can only entrust ourselves to God. That sounds like something that would be a direct quote from the Bible at some point, but I would have no way of knowing. That's a banger quote, though. Ridiculous. Going against that mother. I have not gone against her. There will be. This is the will of the other mother. You think you can eliminate us and still revive God? It can be done. Your genes are scrapped in order. Your genes were scattered in order to keep the world alive after the fall, in the days of destruction. Those genes now live on today within the humans. The anima vessels and the recipients of their alignment to the animus, also the persona. By combining these with my own nanomachines, humans have become living beings, very much the equivalent of you. Actually, they may even surpass you in becoming worthy terminal interface for God. Just so you are no longer of any use to me. Deus, the physical manifestation of God, was only once results. It means they're insignificant to him, so this is my Ark plan, my Project Noah. guess, like, I get the quotes and, like, the brackets or dashes are serving the same purpose, but it's really bothering me how they keep alternating of using quote marks or slashes around certain words to emphasize. Yeah, they. May all of your worries cease. Rest in peace, ancestors of the mortal man. Oh. Just realized all the screens are turning off. I wasn't actually paying attention to that till now. No. It is just you and I, Sophia. I know we're basically just like pods and Curly and Skeeb right now, but do we even need to deal with him? He is just casually taking out like all the other threats of the game and making my potential job significantly easier. I'm fine. I'm fine with being a pawn a bit longer to be, if it means getting rid of all of the villains. I was powerless. All I could do was just stand by and watch as they took Ellie away from me. I am powerless. No. I was gonna like hit my chair or my desk for like emphasis of like the anger, desperation. I'm not gonna do that. I might hurt my hand or break my desk doing that. What are you doing here? Oh, it's you. I wasn't able to beat Graf. I didn't even stand a chance against him. It was obvious from the start. It was impossible to try to defeat a monster machine like that to begin with. And Ellie, why does she have to be so damn foolish? I implicitly told her to not come. I told her to run away. She knew it had been a trap. Yes, you won't be able to defeat him like this. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of an attitude, that is. Well, I mean, what do you expect him to do, wise man? Considering how, we barely beat Deus, although that's technically a scripted fight, so I'm not really going to count that fully. Got her ass. I mean, canonically, due to the stream and the videos, we got our asses kicked by Alpha Welltall. Just, even though, like, I beat him off screen, but like, canonically got our asses beat, regardless. We got crucified, which is a hell of a thing. Ellie came to save us. She got her ass beat and then captured. Like, although she did manage to beat the enemies, but that doesn't change the fact she got her ass beat to do so. Like, of course, this man is gonna be like down to the dumps, being like, "What the hell do I do?" and feeling pathetic and stuff. I would assume anybody would, watching their really bad stuff happen to their love. And also getting crucified. I'm not gonna... I feel like that's also really bad. Or at least like the Gears were crucified. They themselves technically weren't. Although Choo Choo was, which... it's really... Now that I'm thinking about it, since Fades and Teddy weren't crucified and they were standing with Krillin and the others, I assume Bart and the other and like Maria and Emeralda were fine as well. But I like how I find it really funny that not only do they crucify the Gears, but they crucify Choo Choo. like, like that's so funny. The reason you lost and that young lady was taken was because of your pride. Weren't you depending far too on the power of that machine? Not to mention the new id power is now you're able to control. Yeah, I was kind of relying on that a bit because I was going from 200 damage to 4,000 damage, and that's a big difference. What is Graf's source of power? His machine? His technique? His experience? I do not think so. Just his feelings. His heart, his feelings are dominated by his resentment and his hatred of this world. That hatred is his source of power. Your feelings are not focused enough to fight off Graf. That is why you cannot win. Your feelings must be in the right place of strength. I am not surprised you lost. Seeing as you do not understand the true meaning of strength. Wise man. That young lady, the only thing in her heart was the desire to save you all. She set aside her fear and piloted that machine. And it was because she had such strong feelings that you were still alive. Yeah, she basically said, I'm not giving up even if I'm going to die. She got her ass absolutely beat before she managed to kill those things. She was not dying that day. That is what I think, of course. You have been defeated. However, that does not mean it is over. How do you plan on responding to her feelings? It is your turn to save her, is it not? Well, what are you going to do, Faye? I'm going to. I really hope those knuckle cracks got picked up on the mic. Face surprisingly hurt too. In order to save Ellie, we began to search desperately for her whereabouts. About 2 weeks later, we found her. Using the data obtained from the Rosale and his own nanomachine technology, Krellin had begun the construction of the God's Ark. Markarva. Its completion was imminent. To prevent activation, we had to rescue Ellie from... and so we headed for Markarva. I'm really curious how much plot will happen before I actually get access to traversing the world of my own accord, because there's a couple of side quests I would actually like to do very much that are on my mind. Although, it's mainly one side quest because I'm really intrigued about what the hell has to do with the lighthouse thing that I discovered. And apparently it can only be activated at some point in disc 2. Do I go to Kislev and do the fighting game mechanic of minigame? What were the rewards for it again? The rewards for the battling minigame. Nope, wrong minigame. Oh my god, where is the stupid walkthrough thing I used last time to pull it up? There it is. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, not real. Like, I can get another ether doubler if I do that mini game. I can get a death blower thing. So probably some broken gear accessories. Dolls that, if I remember correctly, affect either Emeralda or Maria and give them strength. Different stats. I mean, nothing I really cared too much about. So yeah, probably not gonna do the Kislev Battle Arena, but I definitely want to fuck around at the lighthouse because I want to know what that is. And I can't explore the world yet because I'm in mega plot mode. Granted, I can't really complain. I love me my RPGs that go in mega plot mode far more than I love being able to explore the world and do random side shit. You again. Are you the girls thinking of going in there too? Don't get me wrong. Don't get the wrong idea there. We're going there to help our commander. Mei Ying and Krelian have been manipulating his emotions with the sole purpose of eliminating the Emperor. He simply wanted to free the commander from those bonds. He may be saved. It's neither the sake of the world nor the sake of your girlfriend, Elheim. I feel like their relationships were complicated than that. There have been labels yet, but sure. We'll use the title. We have no intention of fighting on the same side of you. Fine. Screw you too. You have your own battle to fight and we have ours. Let's leave it at that. But if things get out of hand, you hang back and we'll handle it. We'll make you eat those words. You wait and see. You can talk a big game, Miss Domina, and act like you're all high and mighty and better than us, but I would like to remind you that we beat you even when you were in Megazord form with your powers combined. So you can kindly fuck right off. Because I'm pretty sure we could do it again. I wouldn't really want to though, because admittedly, like, that was kind of a lengthy fight. We entered the inside of the Markava, and while fighting back units of weapons self-regulated through the use of nanomachines, we headed for the central core. And then once again, Ramses appeared before us. Oh, is it time? Do we finally get to fight this man for the final time and put his insane ass down? Hmm? Oh, this is once again a fantastic moment of just how massive and impressive the scale of everything is. Just look at the well tall compared to like the hologram statues of the man and woman, but like also the building itself. God damn, the scale of this game is so cool. I find it so interesting how every situation it's just auto equipping. The game is really wanting me to use Sit and Bar. Which I probably should, honestly, because I do like using Bart for his broken as fuck lowering the accuracy. every time. Always trying to open the menu and end up jumping instead. I wish I could check how much ammo you have in your guns, Billy, but I can't do that unless I get in battle. Because I don't want to just replace the ammo, possibly, like, waste a clip that's like 90 bullets. This ain't Gears of War or COD or other, like, shooters where you're just like, oh, you're missing 2 or 3 bullets, time to reload. What is this chapter called? Is it still the Promised Land? Ah, the Markava set. I wonder how much longer of this game there is, but I'm sure I'll figure that out by simply playing. Looks like the shaft somehow connects outside. But we don't have time to turn back. Let's hurry back inside. Hey, what would you like? I feel like this is an odd spot for this. Why can't Mr. Shotman be next to the 2 rooms to the side, next to the save point? Also, it's kind of just... It's kind of just, what's the word I'm looking for? Disconcerting that all you sell is the weak level 1 healing items and then the broken elixir and 10. Okay, well. basically a useless shop. Anything fancy for the gears? No. Okay. I love how there's so many items, both for the characters to equip and the gears. That's like, oh, it removes this status effect. It removes that status effect. There have been like, I am like 80 something hours into this game, and status effects have barely been an issue, like at all. Even when I got hit by the status effect, they're like not even scary. Like, yeah, you'd think something like losing my attack or my defense would be scary, but it's essentially a non-issue. Or like, and I don't even think I've seen something that can physically drain the fuel in my gear since like that one boss before we were in Kislev, like back in Ava. And like poison was like a non-issue. Like it only did like 3 or 4 damage. I haven't seen anything that can cast silence or blindness, hell, either. Like, normally I would be gung-ho about like wanting to equip my characters with status effect resistant stuff, but the only thing that's been remotely scary is when an enemy says fuck you, have an insta-kill. And that's more so seeming reserved to a very specific enemy type. It's just a pain in the ass. I'm also glad that there isn't a way for me to apply status effects to my opponents, for the most part, besides like accuracy down, which cool. Actually, could I? I never actually tried, but could I apply like the attack up, defense down thing to enemies? I mean, it wouldn't really matter. I wouldn't do that anyway, but even though status is like my favorite playstyle, I'm glad the game hasn't really given me many skills to actually make use of them, because I would be so mad if like none of them worked. I've been waiting for you, Faye. Ramses? Oh, okay. What the hell? Bro, you have like a tacky gold gear to admittedly a slightly less tacky but actually slightly cool gear. I'm not going to give it like too much proc because it was still gold, and that takes away all of the points for me because gold is mega tacky. And now you have like whatever the fuck this is. Actually, I think there was other ones involved too, but I only mainly remember the gold one. Faye, if only you hadn't been born. I gotta settle this now. Stop it, Ramses. What reason is there to continue fighting me? His hate boner knows no bounds. Who are you fighting for? Why are you always have to be the bone to pick with me? Tell me why. God damn my brain. So you can tell me why my brain immediately started playing the NSYNC or Backstreet Boys song. I forget which one it was, but it just instantly started playing that song. It's all because of you. If only you hadn't come and destroyed my prospects in life. My life was given to me within the nanoreactor of Kralian's laboratory. To be born superior above all humans. And then this time your body is young. The previous got too old. And the name? Karen. But the individual names have no meaning to me. So what brings you here? Is this the thing inside the nanoreactor? This the one? Oh. Recognition code 0808. Let me try that. Oh, recognition code 0808191-Ramses. The Emperor has been told of its prototype for the artificial contact. What's its status? It has entered the so-called first growth stage. For now, until the binding of its growth will be several times faster than ordinary human. But its psychological development will be a little difficult to control. It is simply a replica. That is what to be expected. It's moving. Can it hear us? Yes. It already has a will of its own. I have a better way. Let us dispose of it. Damn. We do not need this. We have my child. My child will be 4 this year. You having a child is significant? That is a me-ass response. Like, damn. That is absolutely something I would say in a situation like this. We're talking about literally anything else, and somebody's just like, oh yeah, my child will be 4 soon. You having a child is significant? This is a me-ass response. Yes. Checked it out. There's no mistake. It is a contact. What's its name? My child is named Faye. So you understand what this means? A corresponding antitype is... yeah. Probably already born somewhere. The final one. Then this thing is worthless. Yep. Totally useless. Chase after it, boy. A love that is unobtainable for you, no matter how hard you try to pursue it. Brutal. Damn. Until then. Damn. Brutal ass mic drop. Because of your existence. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, please tell me that did not just leak. I was trying to put my water back on my desk and it just like fell, and thankfully it did not leak all over my drawing tablet. Oh, thank Christ. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's put that there because that is actually a bit closer and I don't have to possibly make that mistake again. Anyway. Because of your existence, I was discarded. I was destined to be the representative of God, having the might of the Emperor. I was destined to have the ultimate existence, having the power to exercise absolute control over all. But I lost it all because of you. My mother? How do you know her, Ramses? I get it's a translation issue, but my god, it has been bothering me throughout this entire game how they alternate, how it seems like every other time they say his names, it's either Ramses with US or it's Ramses with ES. That's actually probably why I'm also saying Krillion's name wrong. Actually, a lot of names wrong most throughout the game, because it's like I'm saying it spelled one way one time and I'm saying it spelled another way another time. And it's just each time it's throwing me off. But it's gonna be Ramses specifically, his name I'm gonna be complaining about. Commander, please stop this. Commander, if what you say is true, then it's even more reason to not fight. You were just used by Krillin and... Silence. You. Even you dare to censor me? I saved you from becoming a test subject, and now you turn on me too? You're mistaken. You're only thinking of your best interest. Silence. Ultimately, only I can help myself. And I'm the only one who can correct this. Yeah, for somebody who's mentally unstable, he's actually right about that. Most of the time, only the specific person can help themselves out of a situation. No matter how much you try showing support or forcing somebody to, either showing support on one hand or forcing somebody to attempt to change on the other, ultimately it is up to that person, and the efforts of, regardless of which side you picked, would be wasted. But, like, damn, I'm surprised this mentally unstable person is actually making that point. Or, I mean, hell, he's probably not, I mean, obviously he's like, has showed some signs of like mental degradation throughout this entire game. But I'm just playing it up as it being mega unstable and with the hate motor for Faye. This is the end for you. And God, here I come, Faye. Oh, do I finally get to kill you without you running away and or Mei Ying helping? Actually, she's not here. She might still here and help you. You know, maybe I could still actually use... much as I like Billy, maybe I might just use Bart as like my main third, just to... Because his accuracy down is mega helpful. It did so little. Oh, okay. Of course, you're gonna be an asshole and do something like lower my health to 1 to make this like... Even that did so well. Oh great, the bots are full swing today. You know, I'd rather the chat be dead than be swarming with being spammed with bots. I completely misread that text. I said something about powering up an attack, I think. Oh, Blaze pose? Okay. No, I can't break his pose. Really? Oh, someone's dying. Okay, I mean... Never mind then. I'm gonna lie, it's kind of making me want to bring Choo Choo to this fight, just for the healing, because it is kind of a bit stressing me out that I'm at 1 HP. What do you mean that couldn't break the Blaze pose? Okay, lowering my defense is irrelevant. I'm at 1 HP, motherfucker. Oh, I broke his pose. You know what? Probably should have did this turns ago, but I'm gonna go in booster mode. Probably gonna mega regret this by not attacking. You have any special options? Oh, right, you do have special options. I completely forgot I even had this. Billy, I love you, but your gear is doing like fucking nothing. Oh. No! Of course I couldn't know. Rip Faye, literally as I was trying to go in system ID mode. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna be doing this for a bit because it's your strongest attack, Billy. And considering how I don't even have Faye to do big damage, it's all up to you, Emeralda. Do you have any special options? Nope. Oh, I see why the shop had a fuel item for you could heal 90% of your HP. Okay. I see why that's relevant now. You know, I've never actually tried. What happens if I use a revive in the New Year fight? Yeah, that makes sense. It wouldn't work. I wonder if did it actually use my revive though? I don't think it did. You know, I think I actually would have preferred if he killed Billy or than Faye, because at least Faye could have done some damage. God, how much health do you have? And I'm like taking you down to like 1500 at a time. Note to self, next time I do this fight, go into booster mode immediately, and probably id mode immediately too. You know what? Let's play around. Are you weak to other stuff? I'm actually getting low on fuel because I keep spamming this. Well, low relative to my, like... Oh my god, I actually won. Hell yeah. Bro did a single attack. I'm not even, like... I don't even care about this victory. Bro did a single attack. Like, the actual attack. Like, yeah, I was in booster form, so we had basically hasted for most of the fight. But, like... all he did was be in, like... defense mode, or... blaze defense mode, whatever the fuck it was. It's poise. He lowered our attack and defense, and he hit Faye twice, which admittedly, like, he missed the first hit, so that was funny. Like, bro did a single attack. And I actually managed to beat him with Emeralda and Billy doing, like, 1500 attack per damage. Or 1500 damage per attack. Wow, that was... God, that was such a lame victory. I mean, I'm glad I won, but God, that was so lame. Yeah, golden vest, a fuckload of money. That was so unbelievably lame. Oh. Probably we kicked his ass so hard he broke a hole in the wall. Okay. What the? I guess firing Josiah as a bullet multiple times, like, knocked him enough force to break a hole in the wall. What is this place? This is where Carl was born, and where his hatred of you was forged. Who's there? What is this? Do not make me do another fight when I'm at 1 HP. And then just dawned on me, because if that is the case, I'm gonna almost certainly have to buy like 3 of the heal 90% of my HPs for my fuel and change my build, and I'm gonna be kind of mad if I have to do that. What is this? This is Ellie? Oh, she's okay. I was just gonna say, what the fuck do you mean, Ellie? No, she's just being crucified on the thing. She's not the giant cocoon on the wall behind her. Ellie. I mean, Kraylin, do you have like some sort of crucifixion kink? Because you keep doing that. I mean, it's an effective way to deal with your enemies, but like, you just keep doing it. I would have liked to have been able to commend you for making it here. But your efforts were all in vain. The resurrection of Deus is imminent. Why can't I? Why am I not able to say that? Imminent. Sacrificing this girl will bring about the awakening of your god. Oh, hell to the no. We will not let you sacrifice Ellie, his girlfriend, and my main mage. How dare we will not let my main mage die? My biases will not allow it. You could take Bart or Sid or hell, you know what? You could sacrifice Rico. Man has done fuck all of the entire plot. Like, I would be okay sacrificing him. There's no way in hell I'm gonna let you sacrifice Ellie. I will fight at 1 HP. And try and fight RNG Nightmare. God, no, that sounds like hell. I would much prefer just changing my build at that point to be able to heal the battle. There's no need for you to know all. For all you know, it will be all in here. Oh, I didn't even see what the hell he just said. Do not put me at 1 HP. Oh, thank God it's a story battle. I do, boys. No, it's not a story battle! Oh! I unironically have to change my build because there's no way in hell I'm winning this. At low HP. Oh, that's infuriating to the highest of degrees. What the fuck do I even remove on my gears for the ability to heal? Oh, ether attack up. You know, that's irrelevant to me considering how I have fucking 0 HP. I'm not even going to attempt to go booster mode because I'm at so low HP, it's not going to matter. Oh, right, because you're level 70. You can actually do this. Doesn't Bart have a defense down? I'm going to assume this thing is a timed battle because considering how it's not attacking me, it's probably just going to be like, you do it after a certain amount of turns. It's just going to use all those defense ups and not defense ups, magic's ups and nuke your ass. Oh, there we go. Devastating Earth attack, ether attack. And we could have easily survived that if we actually had HP. I'm salty at this because the entire game I have not needed to change my builds. I have not needed to ever. I've had many opportunities to have the healing in battle equipped, and I probably should have had one equipped anyway because I've bitched about not being able to heal multiple times. But they have never strictly been required, and I have made it this far. But this is straight up of a requirement at this point. That's so annoying. What the hell do I even replace? Yeah. I see why you specifically are selling. Okay, admittedly, also Billy was not even helpful during either of those fights because I love him. I love his playstyle, but goddamn, Billy his damage has dropped the fuck off. Like everybody's upgraded too, so I don't know why I'm doing like basically 0 damage. Does Sitten have a statuses I can make use of, or is it just Bart and like the accuracy down, which admittedly won't really be that helpful considering how neither of these bosses were attacking. No, those wouldn't be helpful. Would he actually do more damage? Because I know all my gears are upgraded. But like last time when I tried, at least when I tried using Bart against the Alpha Weltall, man did like 50 damage. Granted, that's the Alpha Weltall. Do you have any specials? No. Fuck it. Let's use Sit. I haven't used you in a while anyway. Didn't I just get that gold? Oh, right, no, it stopped from Ramses. Never mind. Let's see. Ram 90 for you. Do I have a way to increase your magic some more? Let's give you the Ether Veil. Yeah. Right. So I want to give that to you. Admittedly, I'm not going to give it to Faye because I I like him really big at evasion take. Although I'm kind of I'm kind of actually at the point now, 80 hours into the game, or like 86 hours into the game. I'm kind of actually at the point where being an evasion tank actually isn't helping anymore because they're actually getting through. Damn. You know what? I did just talk myself into that. I will give you the thing. Because this will be annoying otherwise, since I have to do 2 fights in a row. I'm so mad about this. Actually, the last several fights have been mucho annoying. Because there was Deus that was basically just a wait for it to kill itself kind of thing, which is, it's annoying on its own right. There's the Alpha Welltile that just fuck you damage. There's this duo fights. There was a few other fights we did recently that were kind of annoying too. Okay. Time too fast for the cutscene because we already did all of this. Oh, you know what? Besides the magnetic, putting the magnetic coat back on Faye after this fight, I actually don't remember what I just removed off Sitten, and admittedly, I might keep the thing on Emeralda because like the thing she had was not helpful in the slightest. Okay, well, I'm not really threatened by that though. Actually. Admittedly, I'm kind of more... Who needs healing? Ugh, he's so much of my fuel, though. Oh, that does actually use a fuckload of my fuel to do the healing. Maybe I should have got the cheaper heals, whatever. Oh, I suppose weak to wind. I will at least heal for you. Oh, wow. Look at him. I think he did slightly more than Billy did. He did. God damn it. Oh my god, he can actually attack. Maybe I should have healed. You know what? That's on me. That's 100% on me. I was fully not threatened by this fight that I... Okay. That's on me. I'm actually going to... Oh, this is gonna be slow as fuck if Sitten doesn't die. Is it even worth continuing this attempt? It's not even worth continuing this attempt, actually. And as much as the 90% healing is actually helpful, I'm actually going to get the, like 50 or 70% because that fuel consumption was actually kind of a massive problem. Wow. That first attempt at the fight and the boss did fucking nothing the entire time, and it's just like I just assumed it wasn't going to do anything the second attempt, and then it proceeded to actually kill two of my characters. And I have no one to blame but myself on that one. Because I fell for the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Goddamn. I can't even be mad at that one. I want to be mad at that, but I literally can't. I fell for that hook, line, and sinker. Let's buying like the 50 or the 70% healing because the 90 uses way too much fuel. Especially because I have 2 fights in a row. Also, are we like fully upgraded? Because we're doing like no fucking damage. I mean, I could do a little bit more damage by upgrading the attack versus having fuel, but like, which I probably should, honestly. We'll do the 50%. I don't think I need too much HP. Since the magnetic coats are actually starting to not be as helpful, maybe I should consider actually giving him defenses and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure it's just for this fight. And I'm probably going to re-put the magnetic coat back on anyway after the fight. Okay. Actual attempt 2 this time. And I guess I'll be smart and turn 1 heal, then boost and do damage instead of just turn 1 booster. Okay, because if the 90% healing used like 4,000 plus fuel, how much will the 50% heal? If it's like 1,000 or 2, that's significantly better. But if it's also like 4,000, that's going to be really annoying. Well, not 4,000. I can see being like 3,000, but that might also be kind of annoying. I think I'm going to probably also save state after this too. Just so I don't have to watch the cutscene again. And, I mean, watch loosely. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. But yeah, using 2,000 fuel, that's more manageable. Do I actually use the boosters too? Because that... Nah, I'll save for boosting for the second boss. How much will you do without me doing the... It's gonna be tedious. But I have to... Don't actually want to use the system in because that uses a chunk of fuel. Oh, I'm actually in a situation where I was literally talking about like last time or the time before that I was like, oh, I literally just said I didn't want to use booster and I did it anyway. God damn it, me for not paying attention. As I was going on my tangent, I was literally saying something last time, or maybe the time before, about like how, oh, I could actually start using the booster stuff because I haven't had a situation where I've had to worry about fuel, and here I am having to worry about fuel. I should really unbooster him. If I don't, would you go into hyper mode? Okay, so hyper mode 20%, so if I attack, will it increase? Since it has to be like at 3 attack. Oh, I broke his poise, hell yeah. Okay, I don't understand the hyper mode then, because the gauge did not increase, but yet when I was looking it up, it said something about, oh, you have attack level 3. You don't do a death blow. It increases. It also does like a few other miscellaneous. No, so based on like how many times you attack, and it can increase and stuff. It's just whatever. Oh wow, he can actually do this. Wow, that's actually annoying. That he can do that more than once. Okay, well. I'm just gonna take the chance that we can kill him before he kills us in this attempt. Literally. The next attack killed him. That's really fucking inconvenient that he put me back at 1 HP literally right before the second fight. Oh my god, that bastard. Okay. I actually was not even paying attention to the fuel consumption on that. I'm gonna be real. don't attack? What if I just sit here and charge to get my fuel back? Hold on. We're gonna science. That did significantly less damage because it wasn't boosted. Okay, you know what? I'm actually just gonna sit here for a few turns and like slowly get my charging back. Right, it's like 50 at a time, but I really want to sit here for like dozens of turns to... Is it damaging itself too? I could technically get back to full HP and full fuel. This would take so unbelievably long, though. Do I begin the assault, or do I get more fuel back? Okay, so 27, 60. 18. Oh my god, it's 30 at a time. That's even less than I thought. Ugh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start the assault, and if I die, I die. Beautiful game. Thank you. Definitely going to need... Oh my god, this is gonna... I see a through line to make this a not issue, but this is gonna take so fucking long. Even with fast forwarding. God damn it, Sitton. Oh damn, I actually don't have enough fuel to heal. Fuck it. You should have enough fuel to heal though, right? Oh yes, you do. Oh my god, he actually hit. Fancy. Oh wow, Sitten actually survived that too. I was kind of expecting Sitten to die and Faye to barely tank that. And then the rest of the fight was just gonna be Emeralda. Excuse me, what do you mean out of fuel? I'm low on fuel, I still have some. If this does not kill, it'll be extremely helpful because it'll still be helpful because I guess this will be the Emeralda show. Oh, thank God it died. Aren't you powerful? Do not let me do a third fight game because if I have to do a third fight, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. Executioner down? Okay. If I have to either A, do a third fight, and which would result me in doing this again, I will just fast forward and do like a fuckload of turns of just getting my fuel back to heal a couple of times at the beginning. God, that was surprisingly, that's 2 tedious fights in a row. I expect nothing less. You fucking Ramses and Maying, you bastards, have been tedious this entire game. One last fight with them, and the chorus was being just awful. Well though, let's start over from the beginning again. You think you could beat me this time? What the? I thought we defeated you. Unless you can decompose her at an atomic structure. Unless you can defeat her at an decompose her at an atomic structure. You won't stand a chance. Normal attacks are futile against the one with the ability to regenerate. Using nanomachines. Do not let me do a third fight. game. Now the time has come for the Great Awakening. It is our Omnigears. Damn, what is going on? Apparently a flashing light warning was needed. Hey, is that our Omni? No, it's not. Is that our anima relics? I suppose it's hard to really tell when the fucking lights are flashing. Is it trying to detach the anima relics from the Omnigears? Deus is swallowing up our anima relics? Admittedly, they weren't really as helpful, I guess, because their damage was kind of whatever. It seems the anima relics have fallen into the hands of the enemy. This is the true meaning of the anima relics. To obtain their respective animus and return them to the persona. The anima relics are really one set of the parts that make up Deus, the physical manifestation of God. They regain their original powers or functions by aligning themselves with their destined partner. The Omnigears lost the respective anima relics for just a puppet. It becomes a mere vessel or container. It becomes a mere vessel or container in which there is no contents. And this girl too was destined to become one with God. You see, Elheim really is one of those parts of God as well. The hell are you talking about? It's a valid question. But it's simply, you serve to help bring all the parts of God together. Here, for me. No, we played right into his hands. You are just a bunch of stupid fools, if you were all clowns. You believed the legend of how our world and the universe was created. Oh my god, why am I so... Why can I not stop yawning? What the hell? I don't feel tired. I got like decent sleep last night. I'm not bored, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But the Ministry and I fabricated that very myth a long time ago to suit our purpose. That's a lie. How can that be true? I think you'd find that your friends, Omnigears, are all dead too. I'm talking about your friends who split up and took the different paths than you into this place. They were all parts of God and were disassembled in the past, but once again, we were all gathered here. Yes, indeed, the time for the resurrection of God. What was it all for? For everything I have done up until now. Ramses, It's you. Oh, what are you doing here, Kara? What about me? My existence? What was its purpose? Oh my god, why the fuck am I— oh my god, Necro, please stop yawning. You're not tired. And we are sure as hell not bored. We're actually very interested in the plot. Oh my god. Well, there was only one purpose for your existence, and that was to eliminate Emperor Cain. Cain's will had become too much like that of the humans, and he was far too concerned about them. He had forgotten his mission to revive God, and that is why you were created. We were only made to remove the main hindrance, Cain. But as the original living Cain had absolute power, to make you turn on Cain, it was necessary to focus your mind on a single point. However, being an artificial life form, you were mentally unstable. Oh, well. So me making jokes and me like voicing him as mentally unstable is actually accurate. I mean, I gathered that was like how I implied he was unstable by the text boxes, or at least how he was acting, not really by the text boxes. It's kind of hard to convey that during text. But hell yeah. That is why we used Faye's existence. Resentment, that is your source of strength. And you have exceeded, and you have excelled superbly at fulfilling our expectations of you. But we no longer have any more use for you. Haven't you realized that yet? You're just a piece of trash that, being the reject you are, why don't you just leave? What was I born for? What was I living for? A pathetic excuse for life. Why aren't you even human? Now, what to do with the lot of you? We can't just kill you. Well, I can't just kill you all, seeing as you served me so well. So as a reward, I'll allow you to be sacrificed too, to be assimilated into the Deus along with this girl. Yeah, Ramses? Oh! Good, this is how I wanted it to go. I faded, so now I am fated so as to not be able to kill myself. Now, all my wishes have come true. Thanks to you. Damn, even in the end, she's playing 5D chess. What a queen. I love her. I love me a good well, I mean, both her and Krillin are manipulative villains, and as I have said on multiple occasions, I love me a good manipulative villain. So good, so bueno. And her playing 5D chess even in the end. Ming. I guess him being Cain has the ability to stop the regenerating powers. Oh? Really, her dying, I understand, maybe, but like, is that really how Krillion's gonna die? Faye, sorry we're late. Our Xenogears broke down. Anyway, let's hurry up and save Ellie. Yeah, I know. Dude, game? Granted, we're not entering gears, but game, do not give me a third fight. Please. Ramses, can you just fuck off in your grieving / being insane? We're gonna save Ellie and get the hell out of here. Hang in there, Ellie. I'm letting you down now. Oh, okay. I was like, who got shot? Barely faded. Um, uh, just what? I. Wait, did she turn into the blue-haired baddie from the intro cutscene of the game? I'm so fucking confused what just happened. But okay. Let us push through the confusion. Good. Faye, hang in there. She took my gun. Literally how? Billy, I don't know where to begin on breaking that down. Literally, how the hell did she took your gun, Billy? What? Why did you do that, Ellie? Ellie, what happened to you? How could you? Don't tell me she's been brainwashed again. Oh, it has nothing to do with brainwashing. Oh, hell yeah. It's like, there's no way in hell that man died that easily. The majority of my body is composed of nanomachine colony. Not only for longevity, but also to unify with the mother. So don't be so surprised when this much damage can be recovered rather quickly. Yeah, okay, I was like gonna say, there's no way in hell this man died that quickly. To a slash like that. This type of 5D chess player does not just die to a stab wound like that. To a, quote, pawn that he's throwing away. To unify with mother? That girl, Alhai, is our mother. Yes, I am the mother of all humans. Ellie? What are you babbling about? Snap out of it, Ellie. You're as dense as usual. But I don't blame you. So be it. I will explain all about it. This Deus, the one you call God, is an interplanetary invasion weapon system that was built by ancient times by humans from a distant planet. It was created as an automatic weapon which could act upon its own will and take control of the targeted planet. But you shouldn't have known about. But you should have known about this from looking at the Roselle records. Anyway, during the test run, Deus became uncontrollable, and it released its power and annihilated a whole planet. The creator of the Deus found its immeasurable power to be that much of a threat and hence forcibly shut it down. In order to analyze the cause of the problem, its core was dismantled, and the power of the interplanetary immigrant passenger ship was transported to another planet. Becoming aware of this, the dismantled Deus resisted and tried to take over the passenger ship it was transporting in. However, a last line of defense against the escape of Deus, the captors unexpectedly destroyed the whole ship, sending it crashing down to this planet. Deus knew it would not be able to get away from the explosion or the imminent impact, and so it detached its core from the Zohar to power the Zohar reactor. Zohar? Yes, the Zohar. It is what drives all of the gears to this planet. It is the master generator that transmits its energy to the slave generators into our gears. It is also the source of all of the ether power that inhabits the planet utilize. By utilizing the energy displacements caused by actualizing potential of future phenomenon, this Zohar modifier has the ability to produce infinite amounts of energy. The source of all ether power? Are you saying all energy comes from one power reactor or one engine? Yes, but there is more. The core that was detached from Zohar, the biological computer Kadomoni, crashed onto this primitive planet. It activated Persona, its life support plant that can generate organic material. Thus, using this, it prepared itself a genetic-based system for the day when Deus could be resurrected. And thus, the first humans were created from the Emperor Cain and the elderly of the Gazelle Ministry. Are you saying the Emperor and the Gazelle Geezers were people born from the Deus? I'm surprised Rico, of all people, is commenting on this. I am not going to drop this fact that this man has barely spoken throughout the entire game. It was a good 2/3 of the game where this man said and did fuck all, and now did after we enter Shavat, they suddenly remembered, oh yeah, Rico is a playable character in this game. Let's actually, like, give him dialogue and shit. Whatever. Do you know why the Gazelle Ministry desired the anima relics and your bodies? Well, here's the reason. Before becoming humans, the bodies of the Ministry were only part organic element within the core circuit that made up from the Deus. There were two types of organic elements, a female type called anima, while the male type was called animus. Yeah, that's... I kinda... Alright. I did mention that a while back when I went on my rant about psychology. They were also created with the added ability to become mobile weapons by merging with the machinery that was suited for the use of terminal interface weapon for Deus. In other words, those Omni-Gears you were using were one form of such weapons. The Ministry, which were Animus, were to become one again with their separated anima at the time of the resurrection of God. But in the war 500 years ago, they all lost their physical bodies. It was then they decided to extract their own genetic factor from certain individuals into their human descendants, the appropriate set of DNA. All so each of them could be one with their respective anima again. Descendants? We're all... Yes, you humans were all descendants of Cain and the Gazelle Ministry. They were born from the persona, gave birth, and propagated. They followed their inbuilt program to someday resurrect the heavenly damaged Deus. All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect Deus? Yes, but it wasn't just to restore its old body. More than half of Deus is constructed of biological parts. Do you remember the mutated humans? Those are all people who were destined to become replacement parts for Deus. We were human parts of God? Yes, almost all of the people were destined to become parts of Deus. But you people gathered here are all different. You could say you escaped that destiny by existing through multiple generations. In actuality, there wasn't enough parts for Deus, but Krillin compensated for what was lacking. The reduction in the number of parts was due to the humans living through multiple generations. But that deficiency in the human factor was made up for by the nanomachines created by Krillin. Not only that, but his nanomachines added additional functions. Deus, then evolved into the perfect weapon. Ellie, what has happened? Why do you know all of that? Oh. Okay, well. I'm still gonna keep the monotone voice for being me. I wasn't putting two and two together and think that was actually her, but whatever. I am Maying, the keeper of time, and the representative of our god, Deus. I was born to guide the people towards the resurrection of Deus. That's ridiculous. Maying was just... You're limited in your ability to understand. I keep on doing that. Maying's factor exists within all women. Okay. The one who transcends the generation, the caretaker of humans. When the previous one dies, somewhere another Maying is awakened. This is all programmed into all women's DNA to be that way. Who inherits the duty is just a matter of probability. Okay. That Maying over there and I are the same existence. We are all parts of Deus, all caretakers of all humans. Let us end this discussion now. Deus has awakened. I am one of the parts that composes the Deus, hence I must become one with it. Ellie, why did it have to be you? If Maying is a part of the Deus, why did it not happen earlier? Still not enough for her to have just awakened. Although she may be Maying, she still isn't the true Maying. Miang, I think. The true Miang? Let us go, Krillian. All that is left of us to do is to vanquish this planet's civilization and return to how it was. Then I can complete the unification with the final fragment of the Deus, the Zohar Manifold. The power reactor that fell upon this planet became our genesis, and now our apocalypse. The eradication of civilization? Then what was the purpose of doing all of that? Who knows? The creation of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated, and I'm just programmed to act this way. I will say it has not been intentional for me to do the word inflections that I was doing for the Gazelle data people. I forgot the name they used. The ministry, there we go. It has not been my intention to do the voice inflection for the words on like I was doing for the ministry while talking as the monotone Maying. It honestly fits. And I'm just it's funny how I'm unintentionally doing that. And it fits the character. I'm just trying to talk in a motionless monotone. And yet I'm doing voice inflections anyway. I It is time for the awakening, the true mother. Please wait, Ellie. Farewell, Faye. May you have a peaceful awakening. God. Oh my lord, this game's plot is mega complicated. I think I have like slight understanding of all of it, but like I'm definitely missing some parts. And God, this is with the game being a 2-disc game. How the fuck would this plot have? Where the fuck would this plot have gone if it was like a 3 or a 4-disc game? And I know there's like the book, like the Perfect Works thing that like dictates all of the plot, and there's also like the Xeno Saga series and the Xenoblades series that apparently like has elements of this game's plot. God damn, this shit is complicated. Oh my lord, this shit is so complicated. Ellie! Wait, Faye. Do not release the system. Wait. We're only endangering ourselves. Let's get out of here for now. Oh, damn. Yes, I would very much like to say, good lord. That was... Ooh, 2 challenging bosses and like probably 30 minutes of cutscene. I actually wasn't checking the timer, but that was a lot of plot. I had the thought during the cutscene. I didn't want to say during the cutscene because I didn't want to get too sidetracked, even though I ended up getting that anyway. But how this Deus is described as being an interplanetary weapon, this is basically, I'm putting this in a perspective for me to understand. This is basically the sci-fi equivalent of Lavos from Chrono Trigger. And instead of it being an interplanetary parasite thing that lives in the planet for millions of years, it's a artificial weapon created from, I guess, humans of a different planet. But it's not obviously it's not exactly a 1-for-1, but like I said, I'm putting this in a perspective for me to like understand this. It's like I said, it's basically the sci-fi version of Lavos, which I'm not saying that as like a dig or a bad thing. I'm more so that's actually really cool, because honestly the concept of Lavos is actually like both horrifying and super cool as fuck. Thinking of the concept of a intergalactic parasitical monster that goes to planets and rests for millions and millions and millions and millions of years, and then when it rests, it destroys the planet and sends out its spawn to the galaxy to go to other planets. Cool as fuck concept, horrifying to think of if actual true. And at the same time, even if it is true, like, what do you realistically do to combat a parasitic life form living in the planet for millions of years without obviously the advent of time travel? But that's a different game. But with the Deus being the sci-fi equivalent of it being not necessarily a parasitical life form, but I mean, yeah, it kind of is, but instead of it feeding on the planet itself, it's kind of mutating and changing the planet to create life forms to repair itself. God, this game is... And with... And I guess if the talks of like Mei Ying being like mother and and part of all women, by default, I guess like it's essentially like talking about whom, I guess, since all women are born with that, and that's like a major difference between it. I'm not gonna get to that. I do also have to like use the bathroom, so before I progress, I'll be right back. I am back. And I will say, I have been following this game to a degree, and like, I think I have a surface level understanding of everything. But oh my god, this game's plot is so goddamn complicated. I think genuinely after I finish this game, I might have to like either A, read the perfect works myself, or B, watch like a video like fully like explaining this game's plot in like as simple as it possibly can. Because even though I understand, like I said, I think I have a general understanding of this game's plot, and unfortunately, I lack the ability to articulate the plot in a clear and concise way. I can admit that I cannot do that, but even if, despite I have understanding of the plot, but goddamn, I think genuinely after this game I'm gonna have to like look more into everything, because holy shit. I also, I mean, granted, a lot of my confusion would also be alleviated if I actually came from a background of religion and like Christianity and the Bible and whatnot. I'm like, we're just gonna just say which religion. It's obviously Christianity. With this game is big theme. Because I'm not a religious person, I've never read the Bible. Like, all of this religious talk is basically going in one ear and out the other. Even if I have like slight understanding of like some of the stories that happen in the thing. But oh my god. Oh. Okay. I think I'm good to continue. Tangent aside, brain is starting to calm down and not be a headache anymore. Like, trying to focus the complicated stuff. I think I'm ready to continue the game. Actually, but before I do that, let's see. Is the golden vest I got, is it a thing here? Oh, it is. And then I guess the robe is a female armor, but only. You know what? Yeah, sit and you can have this. Why not? Actually, unless was. Actually, you know what? I might give it to you, but we're gonna do that later. Would phase back in the team, and I can like compare if it's better than the BS thing I got. Yeah, that is a big difference than this armor, though. I'll give you back that. Target left plus. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now I'm ready to continue and have my brain broken by even more complicated plot. I feel like this would probably be like a... If this game was a 3 or 4 disc game, I feel like this probably would have been... Even though disc 1 was mega long. From my experience of PlayStation 1 multi-disc games, disc 1 tends to be like the super longest, and then like disc 2, 3, and 4 tend to be like significantly shorter. I feel like this probably would have been a change disc moment. Like, big ass plot point, giving you a nice save. Like, yeah, this is probably like a big change disc to disc 3 moment. God, the interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus, had awakened, and its arc, Merkava, was activated. Deus began to absorb, one after another, mutated people destined to be in its parts, while non-mutated would eventually, while the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to exterminate us and our civilization set to action. The planet's surface was devastated by Merkava, and the weapon was born out of it, so-called Seraph Angels. Oh god, it made a fuckload of them. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts oh my god, whose whereabouts had hither to be lost, along with his gear, the Weltall, discovered together at a place where Merkava originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. But for some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation, and he did not regain consciousness. The people of Shavat and ourselves feared a relapse of Id's power, so we had no chance but to put Faye into carbonate freeze. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn this cough. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shavat fear Faye so much? Sittin', my boy. I love you for being hyper-intelligent, but that is kind of a stupid question when you literally just said or thought, whatever that text box was supposed to be, people fear a relapse of id. Like, no shit. They would fear him. Even if Graf's and id's power are comparable, it is not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed. And now we are simply trying to put a lid on it. The error in which you yourself created. Shavatin instigated the battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we were overcome with the lust of power. Fearing the war-torn people would no longer be in Shavant, but Neeson's mother. God damn it. I'm losing the ability to speak. The people who assemble under Sophia. The Council of Elders of Shavat back then made deals of Solaris. A deal? Yes. You know, I will say, because it's been on my mind for a bit, it's so weird that sometimes I can be consistent with my voices, and then sometimes I'm not. But, like, I've been, with some of the main characters of this game, I've been fairly consistent with my voices. But in the times I am consistent with my voices, I am kind of minorly proud of myself that I'm able to, like, even though my range is limited, I'm minorly proud of the fact that I can just switch my voices between the characters talking. I know it's not really relevant to these two characters, because for Zephyr I'm just talking normally, and then with Sit I'm talking in like a more reserved way. But like, I don't have a better place. Goddamn, I don't really have a better place to mention this. I guess earlier with like all the other characters talking. Oh well. Minor tangent aside. We were at odds with the woman who held the realm of power beyond the scenes. Would that have been Maying? Most probably it was. Fearing the increasing power of the masses assembling in Nissan, the Gazelle Ministry. Actually, I assume this is her talking. The Gazelle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Maying, and promised the division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. In exchange, we had to give them the rebel army who had assembled in Nissan, and also their patron Sophia. The leaders of Shavat accepted, and it was decided that Nissan would be located the location of the final decision of the Battle of Solaris. Oh, some the image. Shavat did not participate in that battle. Thwarted by the awesome number of Solarian army. I don't know why. I genuinely have no idea why. And I cannot explain this, because like I said, I have no idea why. But when the word awesome is used in context like this, it genuinely bothers me. And I have no fucking idea why. Because I'm pretty sure, like, by definition, it's like an acceptable word that would fit there. I think it's just because my whole life I've seen the word awesome, like, associated with, like, cool, great, amazing, blah, blah, blah. Those words. So seeing it used as a synonym for the word great numbers here, it bothers me. And I have no idea why, because it's literally a synonym that fits the context. But that word is always, when it is used as a synonym for great numbers, or when other synonyms for great would work probably better, seeing the word awesome, it always bothers me, and I don't know why. It has always been one of my, like, minor pet peeves. Like, so minor that, like, I don't mention it, but, like, ugh. I'm mentioning it now just because it's contextually needed, but like, goddamn. Whatever. The awesome numbers of the Solarian army with their half of retreat cut off. The Nissan rebels army ran out of options, and was destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all of this was Lacan, Bart's ancestor Roni, myself, and Krillian. You were also there. Yes. Surrounded by on all sides, we were all prepared to die. And then the rebels' forces' flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack. Alright. Thanks to Sophia. Oh my god. Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men. Krillian, who followed closely under her as the leader of the Nissan sect militia, completely lost faith after calling out to the god who would not respond. I will create a god of my own hands, was the last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lacan, he resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died in front of him. So he began his research for the legendary power. Legendary power. God's resting place, Mahanan, and the source of divine wisdom, the Razel, and the anima relics that were all created with that wisdom. Besides these, there was one more legend, and that is the Zohar. The Zohar? That is the same name as the Zohar modifier. The power reactor, Mayang. They've said her name a lot different every time too. Mayang spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of the god Deus. But she claimed is also the source of the ether power driving force of all of our gears. So it would be one and the same. It is the place that it contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he was able to contact. Only he with the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lacan sought after this power. Lacan became engraphed, and then the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. God damn, I genuinely wish I could stop yawning because I'm extremely not bored. very invested, and I'm not tired. I'm fairly certain I got adequate sleep last night. At least I think I did. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I got enough that I shouldn't be yawning like every 10 minutes. Ugh, it's pissing me off, actually. I must take part in responsibility for not having been able to stop it. And now, Faye, and the one who's the same power as Graf, we just wanted to seal up the power, that dreadful power, from access of our own sinful deeds, from our own sinful deeds. God, those Seraph things would go so hard if I was a big fan of Gundam, which I genuinely have no idea why I'm not. Like, I know I mentioned this multiple times, but I genuinely have no idea why I am not into mecha, why it's never clicked with me. Because, like, the concept of giant robots doing cool shit is so cool for me. And hell, I've even commented on how, like, the gears themselves look really cool, where they're just giant robot mech things. And yet, the whole mecha and Gundam genre just never clicked with me. And it's a crying shame, because, like, it feels like it is everything that is, like, right up my alley. Maybe just I haven't found, like, the right genre or the right series to, like, just binge and become, like, it'll get me to fall in love with the genre. Graf, the man who was once known as Lacan, sought after the power of the Zohar. The one who has the same power as Graf, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye I had this premonition that Faye too would awaken and seek that power, and that precedent became reality, or precedent, whatever, black words. Not even 3 hours. It feels like it's been 4 or 5 hours. Actually, it doesn't even feel like it's been 3 to 4 hours. It feels like it's been like 6+ hours. Like, goddamn, with all of the plot and shenanigans. Well, not really much shenanigans. It's mostly been plot. With all of the plot that's happening, it felt like it's been like 6 hours. It's only been, hasn't even been 3 yet. Where am I? Who am I? This is my memory. Doc. Bart. Rico. Billy. Wise Man. Graf. Everyone. My memories. Oh, fuck off, game. Be consistent. Either auto advance the text or don't. Oh my god. Pisses me off. It's pissing me off when it does that. Mother. Oh god, we're gonna get like more metaphysical and psychological shenanigans. Who are you? I'm surprised it's pretty clever. You are id? I seem to have misjudged you. I didn't expect you, the fake personality, would create a fourth persona. Oh god, we're going... Oh god, our personas are creating personas. Faye needs therapy and medication. I shouldn't be joking, but I'm trying to cut the tension, because goddamn. Game's tension has been very high for quite a while, actually. A fourth persona? Can't feel anything. He's just shut up inside your ego. Depressing facts on the truths that you won't face. You're afraid of them, so you desire to completely shut yourself off from the outside world. So you formed a fourth persona, a fourth Fae. The name doesn't matter. He's the one on stage. He's the one who controls our body. But it's useless to form a resistance. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? He is the key, and I merely want to borrow it. I've got to go somewhere. Are you coming too? Oh, look at that luxurious blonde hair. And long, luscious hair, too. No, I might as well just give him the... Come on, guys, eat it up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have you? Now, it's also due to my business savvy. Oh my god, look at that man. Also luxurious. What's wrong, Lacan? What's bothering you? Are you worrying about something? It's nothing. I'm just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to paint her portrait. Sophia? You mean your childhood friend, the Holy Mother of Nisan? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made acquaintance at the monastery near my home when I was a child. Oh my god. Hey, by definition, that's still a childhood friend. Or Faye, like whatever, say Lacan. She wants to be a cleric for the conveyance, conveyance, whatever words. She was Freya. So you're worried about painting for her? She did not wish for her to become a symbol of her sect. Actually, it seems she wasn't even interested in having her portrait painted at first. But when she heard I would be the painter, she turned around and agreed. That's what I don't understand. Oh, I see. She must like you. What? What are you talking about? That's how women are, right, Krelian? Hey, Grell. What's up? You're not having anything to eat. Yeah. Holy Mother and Ethan, right? What are you out to, what do you have to offer, the divine providence or something, Lacan? Oh, cut it out. It's not like that. What? Not only does the bro friendship transcend time, the bro friendship transcending time and teasing and doing teasing about the bro and his girl also transcends time. I'll tell you, yeah. Who doesn't want the bro friendship to transcend time? That's like a multi-generational. Who doesn't want the concept of a multi-generational friendship? That sounds so cool. Must be nice. What? Gotta line up a little. Hell yeah. Multi-generational friendship that transcends time. Fuck yeah. Sophia first showed me the books the best way to calm the heart. And now I'm hooked on reading. I'm not trying to brag, but I have learned a lot of things I never knew before. Lately I have been reading this. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It depicts what we shall call it, the Chrono Trilogy. Unfortunately, there is the third book that is missing. Oh, no, I could have called it Magical Dreamers instead. Either way, referencing. You know, we are gonna just... We're not gonna call it the Chrono Trilogy, we're gonna call it the Magical Dreamers. Yes. There's something I borrowed from Melchior. It's called Magical Dreamers. Oh my god. It is about a form of molecular engineering, nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in ancient civilizations of the Zabian civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, and it is incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written in it, but we will never know. I love everybody in these flashbacks to like to this era of the people are wearing different clothing, and then like Lacan and Phage wear the exact same outfit. Bro has not changed. I mean, Lacan is Graf and Phage are different people, but like, bro has not changed his outfit. In at least 600 years, he found a fit he liked and he kept it. Even if they became, I get Lacan and Phage are different people, since Lacan is Graf and whatnot, but it's still the fact that when we have these Lacan flashbacks, it's literally just Faye. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately you seem so melancholy, almost yesterday. Something happened? I don't know. I can't paint right now. Sorry, but do you mind if we stop here for today? I see. It's not good to push yourself too hard. Why not rest for a little while? I'll have Quillian take you. Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random, and everyone around me feared me, even my friends. Bro just casually saying this at a campfire surrounded by people. The life I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. Again, something you just casually just saying at campfire stories. Ah, yes. I once lived a life where I did vicious things and people looked at me in fear. I say casually, so at a campfire surrounded by people who I'm friends with. But she was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She just smiled. Peace of mind. She was the one who taught me that peace of mind. She was the one who taught me what it was, how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. What are you doing, Lacan? Oh, it's you, brilliant. I was just thinking I'd stop painting the portrait. Why stop now? Is it not done, basically? Like, I get, like, PS1 texture, like, you can't really, like, do much, but it looks like it's finished. What more could you do besides, like, I guess maybe adding a bit more, like, detail for, like, I guess folds and shadows and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I may be an artist, but I haven't painted, like, an actual, like, portrait like this. I have no idea what constitutes a finished portrait or not. Hell. Even. Hell, me talking about me commenting about my drugs. Like, several months ago, somebody said my avatar that I drew, that being the current one I'm using, looked like a unfinished color pencil drawing that somebody, like, an unfinished color pencil sketch, and that was very rude, because it's not. I'm just a novice artist, and B, having to do a workaround to do awkward, like, phases of drawings to give it appearance of animation, because admittedly, like, I like my character, but, like, me being a novice, my character is mega complicated to draw. Especially at the concept of, if I ever want to get, like, another version of the avatar, or hell, even move to, like, a VTuber thing. I have had the idea that, like, I want my hair to, like, actually be flowing water, which would be like an animated GIF, and that, God, just drawing once is such a colossal issue for me that takes so much time. I can't imagine how it would be to draw, like, I don't know, like 10 or 12 times to make, like, an animated GIF of, like, the flowing hair with, like, cascading waves and shit. Like, oh, that would, I could never, because it takes to give, like, some context for me, my levels of drawing and speeds. Granted, I also don't, like, draw every day, and I don't practice, so I don't have, like, speed built up, because I draw, like, kind of like once a month, maybe twice a month if I'm feeling it, or hell, if I'm feeling in a mega mucho depresso mood, I'd go a few months without drawing. So I actually don't draw that much, admittedly. as much as I want to. So I don't have like a speed and quality thing draw. When I draw, it takes me like I haven't timed myself, but like for like doing like the modeling, like getting the model and the lines specifically before like I go into like the actual everything else, it takes me like probably like 3 to 4 hours just to do like the lines itself. And then granted, coloring wasn't the big of a deal because I just used the fill tool and then save time. Although recently, when I've been experimenting with a new brush that I really like, that gives my drawings like a little chalky, not really chalk, like I don't know how to describe the feel. But they give like, I have to manually color with that brush and I can't use the thing, so I'm manually drawing again. So that's adding time, and then like the whole rendering of like shadows and lighting and stuff takes time too. But like, admittedly, for me, coloring and drawing, depending on how detailed I want to go, doesn't take me significant amount of time. It's definitely the drawing of the model and then like the sketch and then the line art that takes the most of the time, especially because since I have aphantasia and I cannot imagine things, I literally, and like basically every fucking artist is like, when you're drawing, imagine drawing in 3D objects, so use cylinders and other 3D shapes to make up the body and shit. That does not help me in any way, shape, or form. And I basically have to I have no qualms admitting that, like, I use and trace the 3D models in Clip Studio Paint, because oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, depending on like how I want to draw my character, like, it might take like 30 minutes to an hour to like get the posing right of like the model before I even like begin the drawing process. So like, the lines and the line work takes forever too. So it's like, so my process is like 30 minutes to an hour or more getting the models posing right, and then like 3 or 4 hours doing all of the sketching and lining, maybe more. The point is, like, when I draw, it basically takes me like, also because like because since I don't have like the endurance or speed or whatever, and also because of the positioning of my chair, my drawing tablet, or whatnot, etc., I can't really. After like 4 hours or so, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm gonna like take a break and like continue. So to me, like, doing one drawing takes like, it could take like 3 or 4 days to get it done. Like, that's like complete drawing from start to finish. And considering, because it's like my third rendition doing the avatar thing, it takes forever just to draw the character once, and then stuff like the cloak I have to draw like multiple times to give like a workaround of animation of it cycling between like different images, because I attempted to do like actual animating and was not satisfied with the fact how it looked, and then having to also do like I think 4 to 12 drawings just to get like a couple of seconds of a repeating GIF, which that was a long process that it looked horrible by the end process. So I used the workaround of just drawing like the 3 or 4 different cloak variants and having it like cycle at a speed that's not too slowed. And then like the different hairstyles, it's also supposed to like cycle and stuff. It mainly does it when I like due to the settings it cycles when I like look around, but it can cycle on its own. It looks really awkward because it goes too fast and it bothers me. But like, yeah, that's just one thing. And then for me, I also have the alternate form that I completely forget to use. So I basically drew my avatar twice with like all of the same bells and whistles. And so drawing everything once takes me forever, let alone the drawing it multiple times. So I can't imagine like how my character would look like in an actual like VTube. I'd probably have to pay multiple people for that, or pay an artist who can actually like do things in a. I don't know how I do that. That's future when I actually have money, but like for an actual painting, I don't know how. Since I haven't actually painted the actual painting, I don't know how long that would be or what would constitute it being finished or not, because like I said, from what I can tell, this painting looks finished. Major tangent aside, I'm talking about my art process and me being a novice. Oh, I can't really I'm not gonna be upset about things taking me forever or me being a novice, because everybody starts somewhere, and I'm actually getting my creativity away, and it's definitely a major challenge since I literally can't imagine things, and my thought process is, since I can't imagine things, I don't have like physical pictures in my mind, or not physical pictures in my mind, that's what pictures in my mind of what I want things to look like. My thinking is more so just words and descriptors is the best way I can describe it to people who actually do have imaginations and can fully imagine images in their minds and can rotate an apple in their mind or a cow or whatever. For me, since there's no images that pop up, it is just words and descriptors. So I'm having to like throw in all of the words and descriptors to attempt to make my character how I want. And it's been an interesting challenge, to say the least, drawing this way. But this avatar version aside, I do like how my character looks, and for at least current drawings I've done. I will say, ironically, like this avatar was made literally right before I had the ideas. I was like, fuck it. Like, I mean, I've already like had my like character skin in quotes to be transparent or translucent because I'm water, but in the drawings I've done since making this model, I've actually started doing that same process of like the hair and the cloak to be a bit translucent due to it being water and whatnot. And ironically, like, that would add, if I was going to make a new avatar version, I would add to like the time and chaos of my character. Not chaos, the time of drawing my character, because a little secret for this avatar form, I kind of just, because it wasn't going to be seen, I kind of didn't even bother drawing like the cloak and the body like I did for the attack form. Since the cloak is open, the body can be seen via this spud. It makes sense, but I was like, the cloak's not going to be seen, or the body's not going to be seen, so I don't need to draw it. Since I actually have been getting an idea, the habit of making the water more translucent, kind of more watery, I would have to actually draw the body because it would be seen. Because it actually is seen through the cloak, and like my most recent like body picture of like my character. I could actually like pull up an image of my character to show what I mean of like the cloak being seen, but I don't want to actually do that. That'd be that'd be an effort that's not necessary. Pull up the image right now. That's future discussions on how I want to do my avatar and whatnot. And if I possibly could hire somebody to do animating, because admittedly, I can't. Or it's not really no, I mean I tried and it was just ass and mega time consuming. I'd rather, I don't know, but I'll just stick to drawing one image at a time instead of drawing multiple images at a time. Why stop now? Well, it's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her this time like this. Eventually, she too must stay out on the front lines, so is this really a problem? Lacan. Her smile, it's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel like I'm becoming insignificant. Inside my heart, there is this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no words. Yet, she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling at the beginning. I just wanted to paint her 1 minute, 1 second longer. I wanted to keep painting forever, but suddenly I couldn't. And the picture neared completion, and the empty part of me started to manifest itself in my brushstrokes. I was meant to be painting her, as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self has begun to appear or thin there, and that's why I have to stop now. Your own self? You're just running away because you cannot bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you notice the gap between your own inner emptiness and her inner abundance. And you cannot fill that gap. And that's why you're quitting painting. You are refusing her. Even so, you still cannot bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You cannot accept her feelings. You won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. If it was me who was receiving those feelings, good old love triangle shenanigans. You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress? Bro, you cannot just say that to somebody. We are our own worst enemies, and we are always harshest on ourselves. Is that really her true expression? Yeah. To the people who don't know her that well, I guess. A smile. I don't know. The smile in this picture is somewhat different from the one she usually shows us. I realize that Colin's feelings are in there, but I don't think she's ever opened herself up to be shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression on Sophia. I can't even see the reason. I can't see a reason why you'd want to stop. Beautiful? Forget it, this picture is anything but beautiful. I have actually got to experience this because there was a couple of drawings I ended up scrapping. I got like 90% done of it. I was like, I had to scrap it because like it did not come out, did not come done. I was like, I'm getting to experience that. I'm a real artist, Mom. I'm getting to experience destroy your own work because you're not happy with it kind of bullshit. Lacan, you say you're empty. But then, why'd you come along with us? What we've been doing up until now ain't just acts of mercy, it's fights for freedom. Time and time again, you've been through life-threatening situations with us. Man, he's got nothing in his heart. You couldn't do that kind of thing, right? Ronnie, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something and keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hardness inside. Oh, fuck, that's mood as fuck. From the beginning, my existence was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now, or... It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. You live, you die, that's all. Pessimistic as usual, Lacan. And now you're lying. The besties always see through the lies. It is just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty. She knows that. That's why she shows you her true smile. I don't deserve to see her true smile. She's the hope of the people, their support. There's so much for her to do. Why would she open her heart to an artist like me? Bro. Hey, bro, what are you doing here? What's up? The Council of Elders of Shavat have issued a decision. Tomorrow we will leave for Soylent. Soylent? That's in Solaris. Yeah, and Sophia will become with us. That is ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We cannot afford to have Sophia leave Nisan. And going to Soylent is plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking? No, it wasn't the council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself. It cannot be. What is she thinking? Originally, we talked about it, and it was just us. Just us? Sophia. Shove him out of the way. Sophia. Lacan, what are you doing? You keep back. I knew we couldn't have left Sophia in your care. I'll protect her. Even if it cost me my life. Am I fucking tripping? Is the music getting quieter or is my headphone dying? Oh, okay, you know, that was just the music dying down for that scene. Okay, that threw me for a panic. Why don't you get some rest, Trail? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself. I am fine. There's not a problem. Look, I'll watch over her. You go to get some sleep. Yeah. What will you do if you also fall ill? You don't regret it. Do not forget you are the head of the sex military force. Damn it. Okay. I suppose you are right. Goddamn Rhodey. Just like Bart. Like ancestor, like descendant. Ellie, I'm so sorry. It was a misjudgment. You didn't. This you fucking can't talk. Okay, I think like, regardless what happens, whenever we get to the next save point, I need to just stop for today because I'm losing my voice or my ability to talk. I was terrified. It was like you could see right through me. Your eyes, that look. That was me. That was me that was being reflected back in your eyes. I was looking at myself and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it, that's why. Ellie, what in the heavens did you find inside of me? Wake up. I think I will ask you that on second thought. No. I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Besides, I wouldn't be able to ask you. Just one look in your eyes and I can't say a thing. I wouldn't be able to tell you how I feel. Aww. You're the sweetest person. Ellie? You're somebody who cannot bear to see the hurt. You are somebody who cannot bear to be. You are someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions. Simple sentences, Necro. So you hold everything in, bear all the burden. You get hurt, then in the end, you think it's fine. That's what I like about you. Stop. Don't say that. If you become just another human, everyone will. Humans aren't all that frail, you know. They don't need a symbol who's just an appearance only. I believe that if you have light in your heart, you'll always overcome any hardship. That's what I've been doing, is simply showing people such a light exists in the hearts of everyone. I'm just a woman. But to fulfill my womanhood, I am prepared to throw away anything and everything, even my disposition. I am just playing the role of Sophia, but I am still me. I haven't changed. cowardly, selfish crybaby. I'm still the same. Could you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Oh, look, Han. I want to live more honestly with myself. I want to be able to tell the man that I love that I do love him, and I don't care if I get hurt or rejected. You only have one life. And I don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things. I... Bro was sitting by the door. Do you think I will let it end here? We are not their possessions. Oh. Sophia, what are you doing? I'm ending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So, Kralian, please, open your fist and open your fist with your open hand and gently hold the people who continue to live. Don't be foolish. We can help you escape. Please stop. Thank you, Lacan, but sorry, there's no other way. Ellie! People support each other to live. That's what brings us happiness. We share that happiness, so please live. Look, that was really weird how the last sentence, like, just instantly teleported. Like, just, okay, whatever. Ellie! I would. We were all sacrificed as pawns. In order to protect their own authority, Sophia was... Is this the ideal world that we were searching for? What have we all been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals? And is this our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for those bastards. Sophia said, if you just have faith, the path to what you hope will open. But look at reality. Look at reality. God didn't answer our prayers. Is this more because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did what she... Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. Why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with. Faith in God. Do not look for it in on the outside. It is something... Oh, the text is going on its own. Fuck. Oh, I see. That is it. God doesn't exist in our world, and I will create God with my own hands. Brilliant. Sophia, please guide me. I will destroy all false pretenses of love for you. That is the last thing that she would want, but okay. We need to gather our surviving comrades. We'll never beat them, find them individually. Let us create a great country where we can one day stand up against them. What are you going to do, Lacan? I would like a save point. I think we've done like 20-30 minutes of cutscene. I mean, that is a beautiful portrait. Even pixelated with the PS1 graphics, it's still beautiful. Really? I think I might as well just go back to using the commercialist voice first since I was doing it earlier. Well, actually, I had like 5 different voices. If only you had the power to save her. You... You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power. Don't you want to become an absolute being? There. That is... Well, that's what I'm after. cannot wait. It's not what I want. No. This is not my very desire. Viv. So this is where Faye is being held. He deserves it. I'm genuinely surprised this character is back. Like, I had a feeling he would somehow be, or somewhere be here on Shavat because they mentioned that like they said earlier, the game, the survivors of Lakad. Wait, was that the town? Was that the town? Oh, it was Lahan village. Anyway, they did say the survivors of the village were brought up here to Shavat, but I thought he was just kind of fucked off into his own thing, especially after the tournament. Oh, yeah. Let's play his weeping. Let me pray on his weeping face as if it was an idol. As if I would. Yeah. What's this? This is terrible. No matter what, this is going too far. He's still alive. How could you possibly be? You're human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Faye. Right? Midori, it's you. Don't scare me like that. Crying? Who's crying? You mean our friend Faye is crying? Angry. Hurt. He'll wake up soon. It's calling him. What do you mean? Whoa, what the? Stop. Stop it. Faye? Dan. Miori. Run. Hurry. Run away. Yikes. Some cryostate. Oh, not cryostasis. Some carbonate thing. Wow, just broke away that easily. He broke through his carbonate encasing. Id. Faye, Faye took his gear Weltal and went to search for Zohar. We followed Faye's trail. In fact. Eventually, we arrived at the location where the Zohar had fallen to Earth long ago. Nothing could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. Game, please let me have a save point. Let me do this like next time. Okay. Wow, asking you shall receive. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely saving, and yeah, I'm gonna call this a bit early for today, but yeah, I'm absolutely gonna just stop for today, and we'll continue this next time. Well, I hope everybody had a good time, enjoyed the plot of this game, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.